Okay, we're just gonna jump straight into it. Here's the issue. My power did in fact go out. If you were watching the previous stream several hours ago, don't mind me. I'm just gonna be posting in a couple of the discords around here. Uh, Went out earlier. Real platinum this time. That's what we're gonna put. Cool, just making sure a couple of these other spots are definitely posted in. Alright, could be able to go on. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit for multiple reasons. One, of course, I was like, oh, hey, the power are gonna go. It went out, of course. Thing number two, though, is that I had to replay this fucking boss fight because the cutscene did not finish before the power went out, which means it didn't actually save the progress of me beating it, even though I clearly got the trophy. Like, both trophies for A, finishing the fight, and B, for doing every single sub-story. So here's how the fight actually ended up going afterwards when I did the next one. I started looking at, like, I started losing a bunch, I was getting pissed off. I looked up some cheap online strategies, because obviously I did it. But yeah, you can just do the, as Johnny would call it, the gypsy strat. A friend of the stream, Johnny Morton, would call this the gypsy strat, where you just run and kick. Apparently it works against this guy really, really well, if you get him at, like, the maximum distance for it. So we're just gonna let this play for a bit, to showcase how I beat him, because it is really funny, and it kind of made it, like, all worth it at the end. Anyway, I'm gonna join Discard. I said a Discord call with friend of the stream, Johnny Morton, since he's already in there. I don't know why Dev already left, but that's cool. And friend of the stream, Platinum's away, because why not? Howdy, howdy.
Hey.
Gypsy, what are you still doing now?
Well, I'm streaming Yakuza 6, and doing something that was tangentially related to Johnny. And so I'm showing a strategy I did to beat the hard boss. This is the strat you love, Johnny, is apparently a really good cheese method for this boss. Which I didn't do the first time. I did finish him off that way the first time. I was like, oh my god, yeah, Johnny, I did it. And then in the middle of the cutscene, the fucking power went out, so like I didn't save it. But then I tried to fight him afterwards a few times, fucked up like 6 or 7 times, looked the guide online, and saw that. Nice. And then saw that I could just cheese him by doing that strat, and I thought it'd be really funny, so I just did that the whole time. We're not gonna let the whole 5 minutes play this, though.
So what are you making there, Johnny?
Oh yeah, what are you two playing?
Show you, but I don't know how to change the stream. Oh,
Oh, yeah. Put that there. Put that there.
bunch of makeshift logs. I got an inventory. And I can move them around. And I can put them chests.
That's not high enough. Let's try that.
It's not a lot, but it's something.
Howdy, Dev. How you doing?
Something is something.
Yeah, technically there is a second player character that you just can't see off screen.
Let's see.
So the green cube is a person.
No. There's a second person, but because there aren't character models, you can't actually see them.
Let's actually bump you down a little bit.
But I have it effectively where both the characters can do their own things and they have their own inventory.
Alright, I think hopefully I bumped down the volume is good.
So that's
Cool.
pretty good.
Anyway, that happened, and then off stream I did the level up this fucking asshole to max level. Took ages, took all my money, had to play a bunch of these clan battles afterwards, but that's all done. So what does that mean now? We're just in the end of, this is it, Yakuza 6, the end, everything. Just the final gauntlet.
You want to cook that thing?
I would love to. Johnny, I would absolutely love to.
What are you two playing,
That's
Pally?
the last thing I need for the bundle, and I'm good. I caught my fucking last bug today.
Will he be able to pull it off? I don't think so.
兄貴、もうカムロ町に思い残したことはありませんの。ほいじゃったら、 最後の蹴りつけに行けますんで。
I'm very glad the
絵ですか
gypsy
よ。
method is an effective strategy once again.
いや、
Yeah. Yeah, like I was pretty excited, and you know, Steven was like, "Oh, I did it, Johnny. The gypsy strat at work." It's like I've been making an active attempt because I thought it was funny. I've been making an active attempt to end almost every boss fight with it. Because really, like, it's not a good strategy for most of the Yakuza games, except as like crowd control. It's like really good. Or very occasionally, if it's like certain types of bosses are just like really bad about dodging, so it could be useful for that shit. But most of the time they dodge and they just punish you as soon as you go for it. But yeah, really, it was the culmination of everything that the one really annoying boss fight was the one to be like that. We're gonna make a save here because this will be the save that we reload when we do the do all this in legend mode. So let's do this. Devin did join the voice call. There he is.
I'm here.
Yeah, you
Hi,
sure.
Johnny.
Do you have 2 wheat?
Look at that. He's playing Magic the Gathering,
Oh, I have
like I
what?
guessed.
2 wheat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I guessed it earlier. The fucking you're like no.
I have to mute Gypsy for a sec. What'd you say?
You have 2 wheat.
2 wheat. I do have 2 wheat.
Cool.
It's
Let me
been
just check my chest.
2 weeks since you looked at me.
Oh, both
I
are
actually have
separate.
exactly 2 wheat.
Alright.
Do you like my house, Johnny?
I realized the folly in this plan. I'm gonna jump out of this chat.
Hold on. Gypsy,
What?
what's your thoughts on
Yeah.
Kanye?
I love
Kanye.
Kanye.
Damn, alright.
You can tell though I've had to do barely any
That's-
business.
That definitely sounds like me.
Alright, I've got 2 wheat. What else?
Alright, we're gonna leave that voice call.
行こ
Like, it was fun for a bit, but then I realized something. This is like the finale of like a story heavy game. I should probably focus on this third. I didn't really think it through all the way. I don't think she's dead. They're gonna think she's dead, and there's a good reason for them to think she's dead. I don't think she's actually dead, though. Now, I understand why they wouldn't want to show, like, a chicken or brains blown out. But I don't know, I just don't buy it. I like that they keep chilling in their funeral suits the whole time, just because people keep dying.
今日午後、岩見平蔵会長の車窓が営まれました。超大和級とされる謎の戦艦が浮上後、十分な説明のないまま拳銃自殺を遂げた岩見会長ですが、岩見造船がこの難局をどう乗り越えるか、死の後継者である
Then I guess is everyone gonna show up anyway and be like, "You told us not to come, but we came anyway." I'm just gonna put the controller down for a bit. This is gonna be a whole thing. Obviously, when we do the legend run up this last little bit, we're just gonna skip by all these cutscenes because we're watching them this time, obviously. But yeah. I can't imagine it's gonna be any harder than the Amon fight, so we should be fine. Probably, I mean, I might have to use a couple healing items, but I have a shitload, so we're good.
2代目クルスタケル襲名のいい余興になります。
すぐに3代目が必要になる。
That's a great line.
わしは染谷優が嫌いじゃなかったんですがの。あの美人ママもかわいそうなことしたと思うとる。
腰ミス。
広島のこの土地であんたに勝ち目はありませんよ。
Dude, I don't give a shit what patch of dirt you're on. I'm a fucking bear you under it.
お前らさえこの世から消えてなくなりゃ全部蹴りがつく。
わしら死にに来とるんじゃ。踊れる
かかってくんならそん格好で来いや。
Alright, time to beat up Red Jacket guy. He's kind of an asshole, so he doesn't deserve for me to call his name. He plays the villain well though. The villain role well though, is what I meant to say. Okay, the controller's been picked up. Alright, Koji Mizu. You get one, just because it says Koji Mizu, you're done, you get the one call out. Let's use extreme heat, fuck it. There's enough people here. Okay, that works. Oh no, not Tachibana, we love that guy. The reason I actively was aiming my shots, like my attacks elsewhere, is because they tend to not let you do the full combo. So I started before, because the finisher is what really does like massive damage, so you want the finisher to try to land. Of course, most of them did not land, except for the very last one did, of course. But, it's all about that strategy sort of situation, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. Or we'll do it just for Johnny. Just for Johnny. Ooh, he actually takes the slice for. Ooh, fuck, he's going for it. Shit. Alright, if we're doing extra bullshit, I got this. Alright, yet again for Johnny. Damn, it'll never be the finisher that we need. I love them holding the guy like, hey, do you want to get your revenge on the guy who just like stabbed you? I question what the point is of them giving you a bunch of XP there when you can't spend it on anything at this point, because this is the point of no return. Ooh, fuck. That's brutal for Kiryu. Yeah, he is pissed right now. They're just gonna pull out guns or something. Damn, that did not take long at all for them to find her.
本庄という東京の刑事を知っているか？
何？
今日の昼、その本庄に警察上層部からある特命が下されたんだよ。伊達という刑事を見張り、そいつが違法に監禁している赤ん坊とその母親を救出するようにと。
本庄？なんでここ？伊達さん、あなたこそなんでこんな真似をしたんです？どういうことだ？誰の命令でここに？伊達さん、これは監禁の現行犯です。無駄な抵抗はしないでください。違うぞ本庄。 こいつは遥たちを狙う連中の差し金だ。警察の上層部に誰かが手を回してる。私への命令は正規の手続きで下されているんです。連れて行け。お前ら。
Oh, alright. How was it repeating the fight? I'm not gonna show the full thing again, but yeah, Rafiki, there's a way to cheese this that Johnny would love. This is how you cheese it. I'll let it play for like 30 seconds, and you'll just get an idea. Sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah, it's gotta be a certain distance away. If you're too close, he dodges out of it. This is the famous strat. Yeah. Except I didn't realize it worked to this degree on the secret boss. I was saying this because I happened to do it like in a certain part in I think Yakuza either 5 or 4 when Johnny was watching one. I think in that case it was more like a desperation move because it can work in certain cases, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's how that one worked. Hey Jace, how you doing? Yeah, you might have heard it earlier when I was playing with Dev, but yeah, my fucking power went out when I was streaming this earlier. So I would have already had the plat by now.
4代目あんたは東上会と陽明連合会をいっぺんに敵に回したんだ。
We need a Thorn and Tojo clan. We're the only reason this clan still exists. Ooh.
てめえも六代目俺を甘く見やがって死ねどけすがい
Yeah, come on, you're an old man. You can't take me out.
あんたじゃ殴り殺すのに時間がかかる 父は俺の本質を見誤っていたよ
Doing well, so you reckon you'll have enough time to get to the game that's Laban Plus? Yeah, especially because the PS5 version of Man Who Erased His Name can auto pop from 4, so I don't have to play the whole thing. You would be pissed if you saw how bad the guy was about those headshots.
抑えきれねえ力への渇きがあった
Yeah.
日の当たる道を歩かせようって親心がかえってあだになった押さえつけられりゃ反発するのが子供ってやつじゃねえか裏社会でこそ生きるこの俺の才能に親父は気づいていたはずなの
My dad said not to do crime, so I said, fuck you, Dad, I'm doing crime anyway.
伝説の国土クルスタケルの名は俺が名乗るべき名だ
I legitimately don't give a shit if you take that name or not.
10数える前に立て出なきゃ女を殺す
おじさん
おっと無理かな
Don't you worry, as soon as I eat a smile burger, you're fucked. Oh fuck yeah, dude.
岩見さん兄貴頭はるかとハルトは俺らが守ります
抜け駆けしたんは 後でみっちり説教したるけ。あんたら立てや。立ってつかさい兄貴。
Oh fuck, dude. Damn, that was funny. Oh man, the bros are here. Where the hell is Akiyama?
この死に損ないが
Okay. Hold on, I know this is a serious moment, Johnny. I showed it earlier. Just a little bit of it. Just a taste. This was off stream, so this is the extreme exclusive of me having to replay this because it fucking. I did this like without. I beat this without doing this method on stream, and then the fucking power went out, and I had to redo this off stream. So if you can believe this, this is about. I changed it up a little bit towards the end, but this is essentially 5.5 minutes of me just fucking doing it. And yeah, there's a couple. You have to dodge out of the way of certain things, and you gotta eat dodges sometimes. But yeah. Here's how the original ended, actually. I'm doing a lot more like combos and shit coming up in there. And I could tell his health was low, and I was like, time to do it. Story of my life, explosions, of course. That's a good picture to end it with. Classic. Okay. Anyway, it's time for Kiryu to start fucking shit up.
誰に喧嘩売ったか。これからたっぷり思い知らせてやるぜ。
ふざけるな今見た
踊れの相手はこっちじゃ。
おじさん
Johnny, she's finally out of her coma. I get to talk to her for a whopping 10-15 minutes.
もう思い残すことは何もねえ。
Ojima no
俺と
Ryu.
一緒に地獄まで付き合ってもらうぜ。岩見の坊ちゃん。
Okay. Now you're trying to act too hard. But reel back in just a little bit. That's a good line, though. You can keep it at that.
全部ここで終わらしてやる。
Oh, I didn't say what the name of the stream title was this time. The name of the game is Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, so every stream title is a song that has the word life in the lyrics, usually the title, but this time it wasn't. Bet Your Life There's Something Killing You is a line from Foo Fighters, specifically the song DOA. So. Classic. Also, for I guess I'll keep it for next time, but I did make a command at the end of the other stream, which was for bots that show up. It's exclamation mark Ashley or exclamation mark Seth. I think I have a set for just me to use it. I don't know, I might have changed it. That was kind of like flying by the seat of my pants when I did it. If you want me, he's nothing to me, that's great. I can't believe it. We're actually playing Hunt Showdown. We're fighting at the Murder Circus tent. So you want to scream and yell at the sky and turn red? I can do the same thing but turn blue. Okay, well we have healing items for a reason, yeah, so we might as well use one. Alright, just for Johnny. That's fun.
待てもう
お前が地獄へ来るのを待ちかねてる人たちが大勢いる。お前は極道の世界に仇を巻き込む外道だ。
仕事で菅井女とかよ殺せ撃ち殺せ
ナグモくそ
Is he gonna jump us on the bullet or something? Oh, he missed. What an idiot. So he's fucking okay. You know, I'll take it. That's fair enough. It's kind of a shitty way for him to go out, though. All right. Fair enough.
死ねよほら早く死ね
Oh, another one. That's the last bullet you got, fucker. I think Kiryu should be allowed to kill these people. I know that's like his whole thing, but I don't know, I feel like after 3 gunshots, you get like a freebie, you know what I mean? Especially because I was saying this last stream, a few hours ago, but he already served his time in jail for murder anyway. Like, I feel like he should be allowed to have a free murder because of that.
ハルカはハルトは無事だな。
無事です大丈夫です兄貴
あいつらを頼むぞユタ。
しっかりしてくださいよ兄貴くそ
よくも桐生の兄貴を。
短い夢だったか
Ooh. Nice. I'll take that, that's fine. That's a victory in my eyes. Very bitch-made though, you know, it's like the... I don't want to face consequences for my actions, so I'm gonna pull an Adolf Hitler. Yeah, alright, pussy, whatever.
救急車急いでくれ頼むよ
おじさん
Yoka.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I agree, Hitler was not a good guy. Fuck that guy.
満足そうな顔しないでよ
Oh, you mean the Yakuza character? Yeah, fuck him too.
おじさん諦めるな
So the only reason this is more jokey for anyone wondering is because like there's pretty obvious promotional material for Yakuza 8 where he's still alive, so I know he's still. Otherwise, I think this is done pretty well, and that's just the unfortunate nature of a series continuing, like me not playing them as they come out, essentially.
おじさんおじさん
Sure. God damn. Tell you what though, Haruka did not catch a break. Also, I like that he did not once mention the other orphans. Like, was never like, hey, take care of those orphans at the orphanage. Just does not give a fuck about. You know, Taichi, who's that? I don't know. So now, with the running joke that Johnny and I have that, like, every time at the end of every Yakuza game, he ends up in a coma. So this one's a coma from the, like, he ends up in a coma, and then somehow he ends up in a coma within a coma. Like, he just can't escape the comas. Yeah, okay, so thoughts. I guess I don't know. Should I do thoughts on the game? Because some of this might be. This music might mute this portion, I'm not sure. I guess it's probably better for me to do my thoughts on the game as I'm going through on the Legend version for the. Because I'll get the trophy at the end of all these cutscenes for complete all of the main story, and then I reload the save and I do it all again. Like just the last little bit that I've been doing. Skip the cutscenes, of course, but we're gonna complete the game on Legend mode because that's all that's left for the Platinum. So one could say his favorite breakfast is coma toast. Yeah. Rafiki, this will get us the trophy for beating the game, but then I gotta reload the save file, change the difficulty to Legend, and then I have to beat this last like gauntlet of fights that I just did on Legend mode difficulty. Would you believe this fight took me an hour when I was trying to be quick? Yeah, I can believe that. I mean, that last thing, I had to use one healing item for that guy at the end. And so that's me with like max stats, so I can imagine you're getting your ass. Oh, don't even show me fucking Puyo Puyo. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. That's the only thing that's keeping me from having a complete fucking completion list. Is that goddamn Puyo Puyo. I love it. Those are the people that are real porn actresses, I think. Actually, that one's a Japanese wrestler. I don't know. They might just be like. In some other games, they're actually porn actresses, and sometimes they're just like models. So it depends. I feel like the hostesses and a couple other shit. Alpha stunts. You betas in chat, get out of here. Those are only for the real alphas. Wow, there's Daigo, huh? Just by himself? Daigo just gets like 1 credit. Oh, but okay, there we go. I was gonna say. Like, there's just a credit scroll for Daigo, like he fucking died or something. Like an in memoriam. Hello's his mattress actress. Yeah. There's like one of them that was kind of lame. The one was like the really. What would you call it? That 1 month later. We'll take a look afterwards, but her voice acting could use some work. What? Oh, is this the fucking daughter? Yeah, this is like the chick's daughter, right? So we're okay. So we are actually committing to. We are committing to Kiyomi just being dead. Like I understand. Again, they don't want to show like glorify violence against women. That's usually why they don't. Like that's why Kiryu never fights women, for example. And so I understand why they didn't like actually show her getting shot in the head. But I kind of like. I thought they were gonna fake. They usually fake it out in the series when it comes to shit like that. Like unless it's like seen on screen. Like for example, Yumi did die actually in Yakuza, and they show it. Like obviously she doesn't get like shot in the fucking head, but like you know they show her dying, obviously. So I was expecting something like that, but I guess we are gonna stick with it.
覚えてるんか母ちゃんのこと。
写真でだけ でもお父さんがいろいろ話してくれた。
I kind of get the feeling they were trying to fuck with you when you walked in, because she had a similar outfit to like what Haruka was wearing in the previous scene.
お母さんは
But
出
she's
て行く
clearly
し
like,
かなかったっ
that's why I
て。
said what the fuck, is because she's clearly shorter and like the outfit did look a little different, her face looked different from the side.
お父さんはいつも自分が悪いんだって言ってた。
そうか。ほいじゃが、あいつはあんたのことを
Yeah, you're not allowed to be sad, alright? So what if both your parents are dead?
のう、キヨちゃん。
Oh, they faked out the fake out. See, fuck, I knew it. I knew it, and I let myself gaslight myself. I was like, there's no, like, I was like, they would just show it, and then I'm like, no, I guess not, huh? They delayed the reveal just long enough for me to break my stance.
小清水のやつがかくまっとったんじゃって。
小清水は空砲で清美さんを撃ったんです。
Wait, what? You know, blank can still kill you, right? Like at that range.
自分で腹刺した染谷に小清水もなんか感じるもんがあったそうで。
あいつも世が世じゃったらあんなゲスどもに使われる男じゃなかったんじゃ。菅井と岩見の言いなりになっとる自分にええ加減嫌気がさしただけと違うんか。
Because the idea is you like don't actually shoot them, you aim the gun away. Like you could do that with just a real gun. Like there's no difference whether it's a blank or a real round.
南雲の頭も哀れじゃのう。恋敵は清美さんのために自決した染谷じゃ。どうあがいても勝ち目はないじゃろ。
I will say the gauntlet of fights was a lot less in this game than they normally are.
後のこと頼むな、田頭。
I was really expecting someone from this group to die. I guess the leader is the one who died, to be fair. But like the patriarch died. But I was expecting at least one of these guys to die. I mean, yeah, I'm glad that they all lived. It's fine. It's not like the Rikia moment.
残念じゃった。わしらもまだ信じられん。阿川に強い人が。
でもこの子は大きくなってもきっとおじさんの背中を覚えてると思う。
There's no way that kid's gonna fucking remember it. Cosmic Kiryu. There's no way.
絶対に忘れないです。
He will not remember Uncle Kaz. Grandpa Kaz or whatever the fuck you want to call him.
おじさんとこれまで一緒に
Obviously she calls him Uncle Kaz, but like, what would the kid call him in this area? I don't know.
この子と
Like just Uncle Kaz also, or Great Uncle maybe. Erica should know better at this point. So I don't know for sure. I get the feeling that like she's hiding the fact that he's still alive, but maybe not. Maybe she doesn't know. Fucking, oh wow, there's Daigo. Haven't seen him the whole fucking game. There's all the characters that could have helped stop any of this that were just like shoved off because they just wrote them out of the story.
無所出たとこで疲れとるやろが。俺らもお前が出てくんの待っとったんや。話は聞いとるやろ。陽明連合会と戦争が始まるで。四代目の首取られた言うて、若い衆が生きり立っとる。もう止められん。俺も気持ちはわかるけどな。そしたらどないする？六代目。クルスタケルは死に、息子の岩見恒夫もぶち込まれた。
He lived, damn it.
小清水って男は陽明連合会の跡目としてまだ広島を掌握できていない。なんや、今が広島への攻め時や言いたいんか。まあ広島でもうちの報復が来ると思うとるはずや。やるんやったら早い方がええやろ。
I have a feeling he might say, like, no, let's not fuck with that. No? Never mind. Because, I mean, our guys kind of instigated that, too.
俺は後悔している。言えた義理ではないが、俺はお前の親のつもりだった。ならば俺は親として伝えなければならないことが山ほどあったはずだ。だが俺はそのことに正面から向き合おうとしてこなかった。そんな俺の前にさまざまな親子の形が次々に現れた。しがらみや掟に縛られ、子供を純粋に愛してやれなかったことにようやく気づいた親。親を超えることで認めてもらえる、愛してもらえると固くなにまで信じた子供たち。そんな親と子の隔たりが多くの不幸を招くのを目の当たりにした。彼らは親子として向き合っていなかったのだろうか。そうじゃない。彼らは親子の絆を信じていた。それぞれが苦しい定めの中で親子の絆を確かめようと必死で思い悩み続けていたはずだ。ただ彼らには親子として共に過ごす時間が足りていなかった。それだけだ。でもそれはきっと大切なことなんだと思う。だが俺も彼らと同じ鉄を踏んでいた。俺は曲がりなりにも登場界の4代目だった。6代目としてお前を登場界に引き込んだのも俺。
Oh, he's sending this to Daigo? Shit.
Daigo.
Yeah, alright, that's a good subversion that you think it's for Haruka the whole time.
俺はお前の親としてそばにいてやる必要はないと思っていた。
Dude, he's writing this meanwhile, like, his actually, like, adoptive daughter is just, like, chilling in the back. He's trying to write something, Haruka's a little too loud. He's like, hey, Haruka, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to write something.
堂島大吾を男と見込んでお前に全てを託していたと言えば聞こえはいい。だが俺はお前と持つべきだった親と子の時間を捨てて運命と向き合わず消せない過去からも目を背け逃げていただけだ。あの親子たちのことを思うと今の俺には
Sorry, your dad was just like the worst, by the way.
そんな俺が
I'm not sorry that my best friend killed him
お
though.
前や登場界の親だと名乗る資格はない。だからこの手紙を読んだとき、もし俺が死んでいたとしてもどうか親の仇を討とうなんて思わないでほしい。俺の命にそんな価値などない。それが俺の最後の頼みだ。大吾。
Daigo, my final request, please stop the Yakuza wars. Every couple of years I have to stop a new one. I can't stop anymore. Please, I'm old, I just want to retire in peace.
親からもらった遺言を俺は守ります。広島と戦争はしない。その上で 陽明連合会にはこっちから申し出て五分の杯を交わします。
キルーちゃんに先手を打たれとったわけか。
俺はあの人の手紙に超えるべき親の背中を見た。
Not counting the actual Dojima, though.
立派に親やって
Just
やなく。キリュウ。
I like that. This is a nice detail, though. Just like, hey, you know, I'm gonna call him my dad now. So honestly, mine was kind of a piece of shit. He got shot in the head for sexually assaulting someone else. Like, not cool.
またこのビルでスカイファイナンスを開きますんでね。ご挨拶をと思いまして。
ああ、聞いたよ。おめでとう。
それで桐生さんのことですけど、伊達さんは本当にあの人の遺体を間違いなく確認したんですか？
ああ、そうだ。
And Date's hiding it.
よし、もう一回だ。な、頑張れ。
I love this right now. Yeah, I just want these kids to have like a good life. Is that too much to ask?
もうちょい。
Yes.
桐生さんの死を確認したのはあなただけだ。その後、遺体は不可解にもすぐ火葬にされちまった。
桐生には遺族がいない。あの日俺が遺体の確認に呼ばれたのは警察関係者の友人としてだ。
何度聞いても答えは同じってことですか。
Yeah, I was like, you're bullshitting me.
いつか本当のことを話せる日が来たら、その時は違う答えを聞かせてもらえますよね、伊達さん。
見えるか、桐生一馬君。つい今しがた大道寺実先生が亡くなられたと知らせがあってな。
Dude can't even catch a break in the hospital.
誰だあんた。私は政治家としてのいろはをすべて大道寺先生に教えられたものだ。今回の尾道の一件、マスコミも世間も大騒ぎだ。選挙も近いというのに、全く困ったもんだ。火消しに追われて身が持たんよ。まあ時間が経てば火は消える、そんなものだ。だがつまらん火種が大ごとになることもある。超大和型戦艦来栖武、岩見恒夫、それらと大道寺先生とのつながりが万が一でも表に出るようなことがあってはならん。そうだろう。もしあんたからマスコミにでも知れれば、先生の名前に傷がつく。
When has Kiryu ever spoken to the media ever on
過去
anything?
の過ちを詮索される人間が出てくる。彼らの多くは今この国を支える指導者たちだ。わかるかね。つまりあんたもその一人で、 封じの賄賂ってことか。
いろいろ調べさせてもらったよ。養護施設のことを気にかけているんだって。じゃあ金も必要だろう。私は情け深い人間でね。憔悴している人間に鞭は打たない。
Especially because I could throw you through this fucking hospital window.
を守るという意志、それさえ示してくれればいいんだ。
断る。
何？
全てを秘密にしたいのなら俺の条件を飲め。
なんだと？自分が何を言ってるのか分かっているのか？
まず堂島大吾という男を無償
Fuck yeah, alright.
奴が出てこないと広島で戦争が起こるぞ。これ以上の火種は起こしたくないんだろう。
そんなこと、貴様、自分の立場が分かっているのか？
条件が飲めないんならこの取引
Well, usually conditions have, you know, the S implies there's more than one.
秘密に一生怯えて暮らせ。
極道ごときがなめるなよ。命が惜しくないのか？
Clearly not. I clearly
お前が
don't
大事にしてい
value
る
my
人
life.
間も巻き添えになるぞ。
やってみろ。いろいろ調べたんだろう。俺を本気で怒らせたらどうなるか試してみるか。
なら貴様が秘密を守るという保証はどうしてくれる？
死んでやるよ。
何？
あんたの力でこの病院で発行した死亡届を作ってくれ。そうしたら俺は一生消え続けてやる。最後の条件はそれだ。
何言ってんだ桐生。
聞いていたろ。俺は消える。俺の死体を確認したとあんたがみんなに伝えてくれ。どうなんだ、この男が証人だ。条件を飲むのか。
おい、ふざけるなって。分かってんのかお前。そんな真似したらもう二度と遥や春人に会えねえんだぞ。
そうだろうな。
分かった。その条件飲もう。
Alright, and I get to keep the money because he walked away. Alright. Fucking time for lunch. Let's do it.
なんでお前ばっかりこんな。
I'll take you to Conroy real quick before I disappear there.
遥や
That
春
there.
人。それに俺の周りにいてくれた多くの仲間たち。
This is gonna be like the Dragon Ball Z, like when Goku doesn't return to Earth.
守れるなら俺は
Where he's like, you know, shit keeps happening every time I'm here. So maybe if I just go away for like ever. Yeah, maybe the Earth will stop being attacked. It's like the end of the Cell Saga thing.
たく重いもん背負わせやがって。バカ野郎が。
よし、その調子だハルト。
できるぞ。マジさ。
Okay, he's. I get he wants to see them. That's fine. How are you gonna fucking show up and be like, I'm gonna disappear forever, and then like you show up in your most iconic suit ever? Like he's not even dressed differently at all. Like, come on. Fuck, man. You're so bad at this, Kiryu. I love you, buddy, but like you're so bad. You even put the same shoe. You couldn't even change your shoes. So Yuta just lives in the orphanage now, huh? Helps run it. Yuta, you gotta be filming this. What the fuck? Put the camera back up. Put the camcorder back up. What the fuck you doing? That is pretty cute, though, for sure. So, now we got the real credits. I got the sentiment, but still stupid yelling at baby doesn't inspire. Yeah, you know, I didn't want to say anything, but I thought it was kind of weird too, just like yell at the baby, because everyone kind of stops for a second. And I thought the thing was going to be like, okay, Haruka, like she was going to readjust, right, to like, for a second be like, oh, sorry guys, alright. Yeah, this isn't like someone who's like, this isn't like a workout person, right, who's like, they're trying to do a rep and they can't do the rep and the guy's just like, you can do this! Just do it! Like sort of shit. Like, it's like, yeah, it's an infant. That's not how that works. They don't have the cognitive capacity to... Yeah, it's either they're gonna do it or they're not. Like, obviously you want to encourage it, but like, to a point. So I suppose that's the end of the game. I will give thoughts once the music stops, so that I make sure that there's no DMCA bullshit. Or more so content ID bullshit. Usually they just ask to mute like some of the audio, potentially. Okay, if I can finish, like, if these credits and then also the legend fighting shit, where I skip the cutscenes, if I can finish all of that within about the next, I'd say half hour, I'll be pretty happy. Even 45 minutes. If it takes a little bit longer than that, I'm gonna be progressively a little bit more annoyed. Motion capture actor coordination. I like this track that's playing right now though. It's Johnny. There he is. Sorry, it's Joji or something, right? Or whatever. Joru. Fuck is you? I haven't seen the names yet. What do you mean, Johnny? You don't like to yell at children? Like, come on, you little piece of shit, get up.
I mean, I personally will yell at all of the time. Get off the lazy ass. Just because you're in What Figures 3 doesn't mean you can.
I'll allow you to yell at the previous racist girl. I don't remember her name. I don't remember half the orphan names.
I don't remember any of the orphan names.
I kind of remember their like little quirks more than I remember them. There's like the baseball kid. There's like the nerd that was.
Sometimes forget his name. So.
I think multiple times this playthrough, like I like called Nishikiyama Akiyama. And I'm pretty sure
Nishikiyama's the one that's dead. Ashikiyama's the playboy.
yeah. I know the difference. It's just that Yama just fucks me up. When I think Nishikiyama, I don't think Nishikiyama, right? I just think Nishiki.
Yeah, Nishiki.
So like every now and again I'll see Akiyama and then my brain will think Nishikiyama for some reason. Chase. Get up, little shit. Gets a drink all mommy's milkies. Sorry, I need to make sure I pronounce it right. I don't think that works when Tarika, unless she's drinking her own titty milk. Plus, I think he's.
Do you think they thought Yakuza 6 was where it was going to end?
They said it was the end of the Kiryu story. I think.
I mean, it's not, but.
Well, I mean, it's like the end of his main story. As far as I'm aware, 7. I would assume 7 probably has him in it a bit, but it's not about him. You know what I mean? Whereas 8 clearly, he's like in the forefront because he's one of the main characters. Like he's one of the characters you can play as. And of course, Mandalore is his name in between. I think it seemed like they're like, hey, fuck it, we want to do like a because there's really not a whole lot of development time between these games. So my guess is they probably were working on like the turn-based for longer than the other shit they normally would do because obviously the beat 'em up they've had that like they've had assets and ideas for that for the past fucking 20 years essentially.
Yeah.
Anyway, 1,000,000 yen as a completion bonus. How exciting. There we go, trophy, thank you. Complete all the main story. We will make a new save here. Winner.
Win.
Rafiki, do you know what that's from? It's an obscure thing, so either you absolutely know where that's from, or you have no fucking clue. It's an obscure video game poll, essentially. Oh no, now the trophy pop. Damn. Well, if you bought a subscription at Twitch, I'm kidding. I'm fucking. Save I'll start a new game, select what? Okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, the only people who can hear you right now are the people who bought subscriptions.
I know. That was part of the joke, yeah. I wouldn't want to make that joke, just it's gonna show up in the YouTube video back to it.
Fair.
I guess I continue it from this? I'm not sure. It's like weird the way it's... No. Okay, I think I did that right. I always forget Nishikiyama's name is Akira. Like showing it right now. Yeah.
Akira
Toriyama. Another newsletter, what do we got?
Nice, Nishiki. I can't accept that.
Oh, the UFO thing. What? Oh, that's like a whole different thing. Alright, let's see. Let's see what the different... the thing that sucks about this is we don't have fucking 500 characters, so we don't get to see all the different outfits. But we have base Kiryu. Kiryu's pretty based. We have Onomichi style, which is essentially just, hey, we took off the jacket. Ski mask
Honestly, I
outfit.
liked a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. Ski mask, that's a classic. That was a funny sequence. As much as that old guy's a bastard, it was really funny, the idea of him being like, yeah, you know, I used to just put on ski masks sometimes, you know, to go beat people up so they didn't know who I was. It's like, that's really fucking funny. The baseball outfit, he does look... He cleans up well in a lot of outfits. Like, he can rock a lot of shit. And it's not just because he's the main character, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, people don't look that good. Like, Akiyama, some of the Akiyama outfits look dumb as fuck. But, like, Homeboy can pull this up. But yeah, thanks for the trophy emote, Rafiki. The funeral one he looks really good in, and then obviously the main one here. Oh no! The head looks smaller. The head is smaller. Not it looks smaller,
Yes,
it is
it
smaller.
is definitely smaller.
That's cursed.
Significantly smaller.
That is cursed. That's not how that's supposed to look. They just... What was the problem with making it the regular size? They already had the... Like, you fight in that outfit.
It's probably...
There's like collision maybe for like...
Yeah, probably for like a normal outfit. It's not for that sequence. It's too big a hitbox change.
I feel like I would prefer them to have the big one, but then have you flip into things with the head. As opposed to make it smaller, because that's cursed. Fuck. Anyway, the only thing we missed out on, because we have everything else done in the game, 3 items. One is a just do everything, which is essentially the complete sub-story award, complete battle awards, complete adventure awards. So you get one for doing everything in the list. So that's just like a freebie. Clan Creator for some reason doesn't have one of those, but I did all the Clan Creator anyway. So really there's only 111 minigame things, so I have 109. Thing number 1, spearfishing. It would probably take me like 3 hours of just farming the same thing over and over again to do it, but it is doable. But it's not really worth it. For one reason, I can't do the other one. Skill issue. I could if I really sat there and like farmed it out, maybe. But you have to... I think it's Rizukuma, but you have to in Puyo Puyo defeat all the rivals. Now, I don't know about the other rivals, but I know one of the rivals only shows up after 25 wins in a row. And you have to beat them, so that's in 26 wins in a row. The best I did was 10 wins, or like 11 or something like that. And that was after like a bunch of practice. Like a few hours of practice. I'm not good enough at Puyo Puyo for that shit. And really, the only thing you get out of it is a War God Talisman, which could be useful, but like... My sanity is worth more than a talisman for a game I could beat without it. So it is what it is. I would like to have the full completion, but I'm not really too worried about it. It'd be cool one time if I could get someone else to fucking play it for me. I would take that, like someone beats... Like, I would actually do the spearfishing if someone else beat the fucking Puyo Puyo for me. But, yeah, we ain't fucking with that. Anyway, there's something to do with, like, a UFO I gotta find. I don't know. But that's... I'm not gonna fuck with that at all. Presented by Sega.
You just have to do the legend.
I gotta do the legend, but for this game, for some reason, out of all the other games you have to replay the whole fucking thing. This game, you could just simply, if you have a second save file, it's really weird with this game, because this game constantly saves over your save files in the main slot if you just have the one save file. Like, every little thing you do, even entering a phone and leaving a phone, will, like, save it. So, this in mind, I'm gonna create a 4th save file. Oh, it's playing Bakami Tai as like a fucking... as like a Christmas theme. Listen to the stream for a second, Johnny. I'll shut up. Like, it's just piano, but like, because most of these games take place around Christmas time, it sounds like Christmassy. Or maybe it is just piano and I'm like imagining the Christmas scene because it actually has Christmas, but that's bucking me tie.
A piano makes everything at least 10% more Christmas.
That's fair. Alright, so how do I change game settings? So I was playing the game on hard the whole time. So I'd like to point that out. And I never did drop the difficulty. They asked me to drop the difficulty a couple times, but I never did it. So that's part of the why some of the like enemies would block a bunch. It wasn't as bad as say Yakuza 3, that was a fucking nightmare, but like there's a lot more blocking that I would have liked in this game, but yeah, we're gonna set this to legend mode and then we're gonna go for it. So just to showcase for everyone else what we're doing here, this trophy, complete the game on legend difficulty. Okay, old man, we're not gonna worry about him. Give him cutscenes, baby, let's go. So I suspect this to take... It depends if I can skip the last part of the credits. I expect to get to the last set of credits. Probably in like 10-15 minutes. Sorry, I had to do the one thing. There. Oh good, I'm glad that this finisher focused on the guy I actually wanted it to focus on, because he's the one with the most health that I can actually edit the full thing and still working. I wonder if this ends early if I take him out first. I think it does, actually. Damn, I should have just done that in the main fight. Unless it's when it spawns back, like when he gets his like his parent boost here, it might actually give him like the people might still. No, they're not. Okay, well the obvious play then is take his ass out if you play this. Fuck.
Just when they take
Yeah. There's some. Okay, so I guess now's a good time to talk about Yakuza 6. I think the story is pretty strong in this game. I think it's definitely the second strongest. I like Zero's more, but like this is like it's not too far off of Zero. And I do recognize in terms of like some of the gameplay elements how being on a brand new engine for the first time in 500 years probably like means that there's some like gameplay kinks that they had to work out a bit for this. I could tell there's a bunch of improvements for some of these things, like dynamic stuff in terms of like, here's cutscenes that happen in the, like in engine, and like it's pretty smooth compared to the way some of the other games would do it. The fact that all the characters, like every little thing is voiced in this game, that's a big step up. Obviously the graphics look pretty, especially compared to like playing through the PS3 era games. Also, they're able to incorporate things from Yakuza 0 because this was made after Yakuza 0. And some stuff from Kiwami 1 as well. Of course, you can make the argument that could have included some stuff from Kiwami 2 as well, even though Kiwami 2 came out after this game. But, they could have known like what changes they were going to make. Alright, well, we're going to skip this. Alright. I'm definitely going to have to use a healing item here. But yeah, I like Onomichi as a city. It's pretty small, but to be fair, Sodenbury was kind of small, and definitely, like Sodenbury's bigger for the other Yakuza games, but Onomichi does have like additional sections that you walk out of. Like you gotta go up to like the top section, which there isn't a whole lot there to be fair, but like it's cool. I think story-wise, it's neat. I think going back and forth between the cities over and over and over again is a little weird. Just in the sense that it'll be like, oh, like I made the joke a few streams ago where it's like, oh, you have to fucking, what is it? Like, now we're going back to Kamurocho after going back to Onomichi, after going back to Kamurocho, after going back to Onomichi, after going back to Kamurocho. Like, that happens a lot. And it just seems like we just kind of just do that. I mean, obviously, I know like plot reasons for each individual one, but like, and I understand also that you wouldn't want it to be the case like, oh well, you know, you only want to go to this part, this city for like this part of the game, and then that's it. But I feel like you could have just had the option to return when you want to for like I should be allowed to take the taxi whenever I want to go back there. But like for story reasons, maybe like it's more condensed in like a certain part of the story. Maybe only go back once. Because I feel like it does kind of tread on that quite a bit. I think it's kind of what's the word? It's a little cheap to throw everyone in prison again. I definitely was audibly groaning at the beginning when it's like just everyone, especially Saejima. Like Saejima does not need to be like putting the guy in prison. Like I'd rather you shoot him in the head. Like I don't know. And I like the character, but like Jesus Christ, like you have to think of a different plot point for this fucker. it's like it's lazy. It's lazy writing is what it is. Because, and I understand why. It's like they're really strong, powerful characters, and so you can't just all have them in one place. Because then the obvious question is, well, how the fuck don't they just sweep the entire world essentially by themselves? But I feel like you could have, like, for example, what if you had Saejima, I don't know, running his own... Like, we know the Tojo clan exists in other cities. Oh fuck, I'm getting punched in the face. Like, for example, it's in Okinawa, right? Like, they were a subset of the Tojo clan that went a little rogue, right? That's Kiryu found out in Yakuza 3. And you could have something similar to that, where it's like, oh hey, Saijima's like branching out to his own family, which was something he actually was doing in Yakuza 5. He was about to, like, he went to prison specifically so that when he got out, he could be like the patriarch of his own family. And you could have continued off that plot point and have him like somewhere else, potentially, or have him wrapped up in like some other shit. You know, like I don't know. It's just that I don't feel like it had to be specific prison every fucking time. Like, even with Majima, they don't do that as much. Like, Majima, like, there's obviously the plot in the other game where, like, Majima pretended to be murdered, essentially, so they can, like, get one up on a guy near the end, and that was cool. But, let's see, what other thoughts do I have? I like the new cast characters, honestly. I don't really think there was a particularly, like, super weak character. Like, obviously there's some I think are better than others. But I feel like for what they're, like, how long they're in the game and what they do, I think they're pretty good. Like, this Awami guy, I think, is probably generally weak as a character, but, like, he does what he needs to do, and there's stronger characters that are also villains, so it doesn't feel out of place. Like, Somaya, for example, was, like, a really strong character. And pretty hateable, too, like, for good parts of it. But, like, it felt pretty compelling. Sorry, we're just skipping things. Alright, 1 month later, oh shit, people, you know, Kiyomi, she's not actually dead, So, hey, we're Daigo, we only showed up at the end of the game, how you doing? Skip. I still think it's kind of, like, I mean, it's funny, but it's kind of fucked that he's, like, writing this letter this whole time to, like, you think it's Haruka, but it's actually writing it to Daigo. And I think it's fine that he wrote that to Daigo, but, like, the fact that, like, he just never said anything to fucking Haruka. Just like, see you, bye. Very funny. Alright, it looks like we can just skip all these credits. Wow, I beat the game in difficult. Well, you know, I beat it quicker in Legend than I beat it in hard. Okay, what other... Before I hit the exit button and get the platinum, let's see, other thoughts. The music's pretty good. Okay, new things. I guess that's a good thing to focus on, the new things in this. Because obviously in every Yakuza game they change shit. Spearfishing, I think, is actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, like, that's pretty dope. I think the completion for it is stupid in terms of how long it takes to do it, but that's fine. I don't like the new baseball. I think it sucks, but it's like, it's whatever. It doesn't take too long. It's fine. You know, they tried something that didn't really work out. Like, I don't think it's badly done. I just don't like what it is. You know what I mean? Like there could be like a crocheting minigame, and maybe it's like really authentic to crocheting, but like I don't give a fuck about crocheting. So I think that's the case of like the baseball one. Live chat was pretty funny. I wouldn't mind that coming back. Just Kiryu just like one tapping the fingers like with pointer fingers to type out like messages to sexy women on like porn sites. Like I think that's pretty funny. And I'm not gonna pretend like I was really like sad that Shoji left or something. Shogi, sorry, so Shoji. I love like my brain dying near the end of stream every time and I can't fucking speak. Like Shogi was okay. I think it's cool in concept. I'm just not as good at it, but the completion was always pretty easy for it, so it's never been a huge problem. But I do miss the other. Like I think this game is missing quite a bit. It does bring back like there's more arcade games than you normally see, so that's nice, and a bunch of them are from Yakuza Zero specifically. And I do think Cabaret is pretty well done for the most part. But yeah, like the gambling stuff missing was weird. There's no Coliseum, which I don't want it to be like Yakuza 5's Coliseum to be fair, but like it was still kind of weird to not have a Coliseum. Uh, the safes around town felt kind of weird. I guess I don't mind the idea of there not being like a locker keys to find everywhere, but I felt like that was kind of nice to an extent. And it feels weirder like when Kiryu just walks into a building and like opens up a safe in like an office building where everyone has it's just like robbing a place and like nobody says anything. Food combinations are cool. I like that. I don't mind those coming back. The trouble missions are okay. The only problem I have with them is like getting into spawns kind of weird in terms of like what time of day it needs to be and like it's not consistent. It seems like because it works for some people, not for others, and I feel like you gotta do like resets sometimes for that shit. Um, I can't think of any sub stories where I was like, this fucking sucks. I hate this sub story. You know what I mean? Which is there's some boring ones in say Kiwami 1 for example because they're just redoing like Yakuza 1 sub stories which are all just like, hey, I'm getting scammed. Oh, let me beat up the scammer. That's it. And not to say that they don't exist in this game as well, but like there's a lot more flair to it. I think they did a good job writing themselves out of like some of the stuff from Yakuza 5, specifically Haruka's story. That said, it was kind of lame that she was in a coma the entire time. I don't mind the plot device. I feel like it would have been nice for her to come out of the coma like at the halfway point, perhaps. Because it's not like the character's not going to do anything. Like she's not going to beat people up, right? So she doesn't need to be like you even could have had her just wake up like at a point, right? And you talk to her for a bit, and she still has to sit there and like recover. Maybe during the part where like the kid's not there or whatever, like he's been stolen for a bit. Um, the combat's not as involved, I would say. For some reason, the combat feels like it's some of the weakest it's been in the series. Like Yakuza 3, for example, is annoying because every enemy blocked, but even then, you eventually got a bunch of different combo types, especially as you got stuff like the Komaki fighting. And I noticed there's no Komaki in this game. I don't know, maybe the old man finally fucking died, which I've been saying in multiple Yakuza games. Like, how the fuck is this guy still alive? But it did feel like the combo. Like, I understand. Like, most of the time when you see me fighting, I'm just hoping that there's a bike somewhere that I can just pick up real quick and do more damage. Because yeah, the lack of weapons is weird. There's a lot less heat actions this time for that reason than also just in general. And the combos are usually just like the square triangle, and you can do like the double finisher obviously with the triangles. Double square, double triangle, triple square, quadruple square. And double square. So you get like you get the standard one, but like otherwise there's not a whole lot. You get a tiger drop that's like nerfed as fuck, which is fine. I understand people like abuse the shit out of it, so they nerf it, but like there's that, and there's a couple of reversal things, and there's like standard quick step out of the way shit, but like it just felt like it feels like there's a lack of combos and a lack of shit that So the fight started feeling pretty samey after a while. Um, the extreme heat I think is cool. I like the idea. I like that it's not like super overpowered either, because you can still get hit and take a bunch of damage from it, especially from the bosses, and they don't get stunned by it as much as like the mobs would. Let's see what else. Uh, the secret Onomichi was cool. I like the battleship aspect. That was pretty neat. It made sense why they would hold on to a secret like that. Like, hey, this could sink our company. Sort of like we have a massive ship company, so if they find out we have a fucking World War II upgraded era battleship, that's gonna like draw international attention. That's really gonna fuck us. And a bunch of politicians that have been hush hush about it this whole time. Like that's cool. Bringing in real life arts player Paul Nim, who I found out from this, and him having all of his lines in English. Like that was pretty funny. I don't mind that. The vending machines was kind of whatever. I just never used them. Could have been better on that. It is nice to not be shackled by the Yakuza 5 and like before games where the inventory slots are much less. There's much bigger inventory slots for 0, and of course 6 continues as well, and that's nice. The bar chat thing I thought was cool. That was I think it's a better rework of the idea than the comedy thing. Like the comedy thing was okay, but the timing on it was really annoying in the sense that like when you have to think super quickly, it's hard to like you don't even have time to really read it. It probably works better for people that know Japanese and so they can hear it as it's being said. Whereas for anyone from other countries, they have to read the subtitles, and so that slows things down for something that's very time based, and so that could be a little annoying. Overall, yeah, I really enjoy the game. I would say the second strongest game so far that I've played out of the 7 games. 0, Kwami 1, Kwami 2, 3 remastered, 4 remastered, 5 remastered, and 6. I don't know if like I think the weakest is probably 1. Well, no, okay, the weakest is 3, and then Kwami 1. Because there's some cool shit in Kwami 1, but honestly, a lot of Kwami 1's carried by the fact that 0 is just a thing that exists. Like if you try to think of it as like anything you give a shit about when it comes to, I almost said his name wrong, Nishikiyama. That's like they added in a couple extra cutscenes, but really like the most shit that you care about Nishikiyama is going to be specifically because of Yakuza 0, where he's a bro and cool and fuck and awesome and stupid, but like he has a heart of gold. Whereas he's just a dick. It's Kwami 1. And then you can see a lot of Kwami 1 reuses a lot of shit from 0 as well, which is fine. Like it's a remake of like a PS2 game, so it's cool. But yeah, so I would say those are the 2 bottom games. 3, even though I really enjoyed the Okinawa stuff, it's just like everything else about the game sucks. And so the Kwami 3 makes sense, even though I'm not gonna buy it because they're employing a sex offender as a replacement for one of the other characters. But I might buy it used so they don't make the money off of it. Uh, Kwami 2, I think, is definitely stronger than those. I think. Hmm, I think 5 has a stronger story, even though Shinada has no reason being in 5. He's a much better character than Tanimura, so even though Tanimura makes more sense being in a Yakuza story, Shinada is like the better character, and so I want to see more of him. And also, it's nice to see a sleazeball character that like, I mean, he has a heart of gold, but like he's just like a sleazy pervy fuck who's like constantly broke, and it's just like it's a different character. Like no other character in the Yakuza, like Saejima is pretty similar in a lot of ways to Kiryu. Um, And Akiyama, has a little bit more of that flair, which is why he's fucking awesome as shit. But yeah, like Shinada is just like his own special beast. Yeah. But yeah, I think 4 would be a little bit higher for me if not for the fact that the rubber bullet thing kills it. Like I think that's a really dumb plot point that actually does drag down the story for me because it just makes his Saejima story like a lot worse for no fucking reason because they immediately kill the guys in that shop afterwards. Like someone else just walks in like 5 minutes later and just kills all of them anyway. Which is so it's like what the fuck was the point of that? Um, so let's see. I would say 3 at the bottom, 3 master at the bottom. Kiwami 1 next. Kiwami no, probably 4. Kiwami 2, 5, and Kiwami 2 and 5 might change depending, like change depending on the day, and then 6 and then 0. The only thing I really hated about 5 was Haruka's story, and they changed it a bit in terms of Yakuza 5 or Yakuza 6 rather. Just the whole thing of her like quitting at the time that she quit was really dumb and just did not work with her character whatsoever. That was being built the entire game, and they wrote around that pretty well in 6. I feel like, in the sense that like she kind of just like she fucks off from the limelight and like settles down in a new town and finds new like all that up until the point that like even her getting in a car wreck and like whatever, that's fine, but like I said earlier, yeah, probably the coma lasts a little too long. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. I think that's pretty much everything. Let's get it to platinum. Dragon of Legend That's the gold trophy and the Song of Life. Hooray. What do you think about Yakuza 6, Johnny?
Combat. Maybe punch myself in the balls.
What'd you say? Sorry, I heard the make me want to punch myself in the balls, but then this loud fucking logo came up.
The combat.
No, you don't like the combat? That's fair. I think it's pretty weak for the
The
series.
combat. And I felt like this since I started playing it. Maybe that's probably my bad because I made the judgment immediately that it felt like all
No,
of the games before
Johnny,
it
Johnny,
just kind of smashed
it's not
together.
Judgment, Johnny. Judgment is the other series that takes place in the Yakuza universe, but is not
You're
a
right.
Yakuza.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Sorry. Look, I didn't mean to completely invalidate your point, but as soon as you said Judgment, I was like, I have to make a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. To be honest, I feel like there's a lot of. Yeah, I mean there is some DNA of 6, like of other games than 6 for sure. I feel like playing 5 gave me that way more. Like I saw so much of what Yakuza 0 was in Yakuza 5, which 5 came out before 0, but like it had been quite a while since I played 0. I was like, man, just like so many choices that are done in this game just feels very like Yakuza 0. So I feel you.
Felt that way about 4.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to say, but mostly probably just because it was the first time in all this time that they introduced multiple combat styles.
Yeah, it's weird because like Yakuza 0 clearly has like I'd argue the best combat in the series. Kiwami 1 has some cool shit too, where it still has the changing of the styles. And even that's clearly you're able to tell from playing Yakuza 4 specifically, like where they got all those styles from. Brawler's obviously fucking Saejima, and then Rush is obviously Akiyama. And then Brawler's just basic Kiryu, and then like, all that mixed together, like some of the like OP shit of all of them mixed like the Dragon style. And then Breaker's that fucking is that one dance teacher. Like that fucking kills parts. That kills Linkin Park. But and I forget what the other styles are for fucking. I guess he has Slugger style, right? Who the fuck would Slugger style be? I don't remember if that's the actual name of it, but the one where he uses a baseball bat.
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, because it's not Shinada, because Shinada does not fight with a baseball bat. He makes it very clear that he doesn't ever fucking.
Never once fights with a baseball bat.
Yeah, he always throws it on the ground.
Picked up a baseball bat 3 times and he just threw it away. The bastard.
Okay. Now normally I would
that baseball bat.
Normally I would do more shit, I will say, on this, like some of the stuff even off stream, but like we gotta delete fucking Yakuza 6 because we gotta be on that type train of doing some other shit. Let's see, do I have enough? I probably don't have enough room, but we'll check anyway. 64 gigs. There's no way we have enough room for this. But I do have to get to this before the end of the month as well. Even though it probably sucks, there is a Slim Shady DLC, like a free DLC for Hitman. So we're gonna see if I can fucking. There's no way it's gonna be way too large to do this. Maybe if I fucking completely just don't download anything. Well, no, because I know this shit doesn't take up a whole lot of room at all, so it doesn't matter. Should be GG Gypsy. Thanks, Rafiki, and thank you as well, Jace. Sorry, yeah, I had a feeling. How much space do I need? 86 gigs, huh? And I have 63. Can I make 20? Is there a place for me to make 20 gigs? I think I'm just gonna have to wait till I get done with. Let's do our. I don't mind talking a little bit. I don't know, Johnny. Do you feel like? Are you like leaving? Or are you still staying in the chat still?
I'd stay in chat.
Okay, well, you know what? Fuck it. So this is where the YouTube portion of this will cut off for the Yakuza 6 thing, but I'm gonna keep playing a little bit. I got some dailies to do in Red Dead 2, and the sooner I get Red Dead 2 like done in terms of like there's 2 more things I want to do in the online before I stop playing the game for a while. I have not done any of the story, and I don't plan on starting the story yet. We're going through the Yakuza games. I cannot commit to a massively large game like Red Dead 2 until I get like other large games off the fucking plate. But there's like I've been doing the online. I got all the online trophies, so that was one of the main 3 things I want to do. And there's like 2 more things I want to do. So let me stand up and go do that real quick. So this is like a 30-second BRB.